It's hunting season at CMH. After 4 races of the Formula 4 Championship, it's David Sabre and Pascal Mikula leading the standings with 64 and 60 points each. But for Cadwell Park, the 6th race of the season after a cancelled Silverstone event, it is Cezariusz, Czlapinski from Poland and Guerrero from Macedonia who are looking strong. Juan Guerrero, the one-off today from Colombia, is also looking very quick. So, it is hunting season, and the prey is Germany and England. The predators, Poland, Macedonia, and Colombia. Tune in to see the 6th round of the 1973 Formula 4 Championship at Cadwell Park, here on CMH Sports. CMH, your #1 historic sim racing network, presents Auto Racing 22. And welcome to Cadwell Park for the 6th race of the 2022 CMH Formula 4 Championship. My name is Pascal Mikula and you're watching Owen Potter going down the front straight at Cadwell Park. So, a little bit of an update regarding stuff like these standings before we go into qualifying. You think the format should be, you should be accustomed to the format, the race format, but if not, let me reintroduce you to it, since we've missed a few streams and also had to cancel Silverstone. We're now gonna have qualifying 15 minutes, and then the odd-numbered qualifiers, so 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and so on, will get pushed into Heat 1. The even-numbered qualifiers, 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, and so on, will get pushed into Heat 2. Now, once we get to the heats, your finishing position doesn't matter. All that, well, technically it doesn't, but let me explain. Your finishing time matters. So the 2 heats, and you can see the track is really small. It's a nice track. I love it. The 2 heats that are going to follow qualifying are qualifier heats. So the whole total race time onto the starting position of the final heat, of the final race. So, that out of the way, we are at Cadwell Park. If we can get a little bit of a bird's eye view or something regarding so that we can get a bit of a bigger look at the track, while we can watch Halil Sahin in the number 208, never mind, it's spun off. It's a 3.5 kilometer circuit. It has 2 corners that are very quick at the beginning of the lap, and then 3, 4, I'll say about 15 corners. I don't know, the last sector is very tricky. So, with that being said, the qualifier heats will be 9 laps and the final heat will be 16 laps. Now, with that being said, we'll be right back. We'll just do a quick little break, just a minute or so, before we go into qualifying. We'll be back for Formula Ford in just a second. Stay tuned.
So heavy rain is slowing traffic.
What time's your meeting?
8:30.
Oh, great. I have to be there by 8. Sitter isn't here yet.
You ready for more good news?
What now?
Kevin's diaper leaked. Everything's soaked.
Not today.
If you could buy a thin diaper that dramatically cut leakage, even overnight, wouldn't you try it? This is it. New Love's Deluxe. Now with the Night Guard system. No diaper has ever worked like this. If baby only wet once during the night, almost any thin diaper would do. But only Love's new Night Guard system quickly distributes wetness throughout the padding. So when baby wets again, other diapers can leak, but Love's can still absorb without leaking.
Oh. We better roll.
Everything's in good shape today.
Oh, is that that new diaper?
Now it's our only diaper.
Those things really work, don't they?
They really work.
Mommy, why did I get a cavity? Why?
Parents have to answer enough tough questions, so do all you can to prevent that one. Make sure you give your kids Crest. You see, Crest has Fluorostat. It's a unique formula, and no other toothpaste has ever done a test to prove it's better than Crest at fighting cavities. Crest, the dentist's choice for their patients, should be your choice for your children.
I hope I don't get a cavity next time.
I gotta take a break. wanna play in the rain and take a break. 7-Up so cool and clear. Yeah, it feels as good as the rain that's out here. Gotta take a break. 7-Up. I wanna play in the rain and take a break. It's so good coming down.
Now you could win a year's worth of free travel on United Airlines, plus $25,000. Look for the 7-Up Play All Day game.
7-Up.
And welcome back to Formula Ford Racing at CMH Sports. We're about to start qualifying. The qualifying session is 15 minutes. We see Simone Gallardini and Chris Hood already on their way out of the pits. Well, not quite out of the pits yet, but... well... the light is about to go green, and the session is go. So let's see how this goes. We are watching... that is, I think, the number 5 Lola of Chris Hood. Oh no, that's Simone Gallardini, the number 1. Well, there are 2 Apple cars. Cars in the field today. You're watching them right there. It's Simone Gallardini and Chris Hood. Owen Potter going by David Sabre, the championship leader. I forgot to tell you the point standings. Haha, who would have thought it? Yes, David Sabre is currently leading the point standings with 64 points. He has won at Croft, finished 2nd at Oulton Park, 3rd in Brands Hatch and Thruxton. 2nd place with 60 points, it's yours truly. I haven't actually won a single final yet, but finished 2nd 3 times and 4th at Oulton Park. Joe Gillett, who isn't here today, has won at Brands Hatch and is currently sitting at 52 points, 8 behind myself. 4th place is Owen Potter, who won at Oulton Park, very dominant as well. Didn't finish at Brands Hatch and had not too good of a result at Thruxton, 37 points. Then we've got Matthew Cibagnoni in 5th place on 28. Luciano Cuevas, who isn't racing with us today, on 24 points. Simon Witt, who... I don't know, he told me... I asked him 10 minutes ago if he's got time in 10 minutes. No one knows. He's on 22 points. 8th place is Magyar János, who won the Thruxton final on 20 points. 18 points with... well, we had some technical issues. We apologize for that. I don't know at what point you lost me, but let me just get back through the results and point standings real quick. So the standings. I'm not going to read out the points or results, anything. It's just from 1st to 13th. Sabre, Mikula, Gillett, Potter, Cibagnoni, Cuevas, Witt, János, Czlapinski, Hood, Shutrov, Bivona, and Velocity. Qualifying is underway. There's 12 minutes left to go. I need to go qualify as well. I'm going to do a few laps, so while I'm out there, just enjoy the sound of 8 currently screaming mosquitoes, also known as Formula Fords. All right, seems to be looking very good for Owen Potter. He is currently leading the qualifying. 130.095. He's almost a whole second ahead of Cezariusz Czlapinski. We only have 50 seconds left in qualifying. And David Sabre just beat him. 131.506, so he's only 4 tenths ahead. My last attempt kind of went didn't go too well. So currently the standings look like it's another pole position for Owen Potter, and the session is over. Session is over. Check flag is out. We're currently watching David Sabre. Here is David Sabre going. This is a very tricky corner he's currently going into. I don't know the name of it, but so let's see. Owen Potter is coming to the checkered flag next. He is currently in the final bits, so maybe we can have a look at him if he can improve. Owen Potter, here he comes. 131.095 is the time to beat. He doesn't do it. That was a 31.6. Okay, back to Sabre. He's now final sector. Yes. Left. Right. What a beautiful set of corners. I couldn't do that. Oh, goodness. Takes that a little bit of a jump. Left, right, left, into the right. Let's see if he can actually beat Owen Potter's time. Doesn't seem too unlikely. Here he comes. Bit onto the grass. 131.5 is his current best time. 131.0 is the time to beat. He beats it by 2 tenths of a second. David Sabre on pole position. Cezariusz Czlapinski now coming around the corner. He is another contender for pole position. He's a second off currently. And he beats it! 130.8, 130.9, 131.0. The top 3 separated by 2 tenths of a second. Well, almost 3 tenths of a second. And just Cezariusz Czlapinski, who grabs the pole position for this here event. Well, except it doesn't really matter much because he still has to do the heats. So the heats currently look like that. Heat 1 will be driven by Czlapinski, Potter, Chris Hood, Dmitry Shutrov, and Matthew Sibagnoni. Heat number 2 for even qualified cars. David Sabre ahead of myself, Halil Sahin, and Simone Gallardini. Not too bad, not too bad at all. And now, while we wait for the first heat to complete, well, you know what they say when things are about to get interesting. We'll be right back after this little break.
If dinner gets a little too attached to your grill, reach for the ultimate cleaning machine, SOS. Nothing cuts the dirt on grills, white walls, or golf clubs faster. SOS, the ultimate cleaning machine.
You'll get it. Do it one more time.
I got it! Fever!
We got it too.
Fever?
We got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles. Fever.
It's that deep-fried taste! Fever! It's that crispy crunch!
Fever.
Wow, now I've got it.
Fever. We got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
I'm sending the Edwards a card to thank them for the dinner and to thank Elizabeth for loaning me a dress. After you spilled wine on me, and her tablecloth, and her rug, and her poodle, Snowflake. And to promise her that you won't try any more magic tricks in their house. Please forgive us. Elaine and Abracadabra.
A night to remember deserves a card from Hallmark, the place to go when you care enough to send the very best.
Why are so many people drinking Diet Coke and seeing Steve Martin and Daryl Hannah's new movie, Roxanne? It's as plain as the nose on your face.
Just for the fun of it, just for the smile of it, Diet Coke. Just for the cool of it, the love of it, the taste of it, Diet Coke. Just for the style of it, Diet Coke. The number one of it, just for the fun of it, Roxanne and Diet Coke.
A double pleasure's waiting for you. A double pleasure from Double Mint Gum. A double great feeling, making you realize Double is the one for you. Double fresh, double smooth, double delicious to chew. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double Mint Gum. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double Mint Gum. A double
Carnation Instant Breakfast. You're gonna love it in an instant. You're gonna love it in an instant. So good and frosty, rich and tasty. Carnation Instant Breakfast. You're gonna love it in an instant. You'll also love that Carnation Instant Breakfast is now even easier to make with this free shaker mug. See specially marked boxes for mail-in offer details. Carnation Instant Breakfast. In regular and no sugar added. You're gonna love it in an instant.
My roommate said, "Gee, Shelley, your skin looks really good. It couldn't be because of Dove." I said, "Jen, it must be."
We asked women to give up their soap and use Dove for 7 days.
I had some dry spots right here. After using Dove for 7 days, they're gone.
Dove contains 1/4 moisturizing cream. Its non-soap formula won't dry your face like soap.
Everybody wants to look touchable. With Dove, my skin feels wonderful.
City News, Mr. Keebler. Can you tell us what your new sandwich cookies look like? No comment. Well, we hear they've got creamy fillings. No comment.
Keebler introduces new EL Fudge sandwich cookies. Buttery cookies with creamy fudge. Chocolatey cookies with peanut butter middles. And chocolatey cookies with vanilla cream.
We hear they're all delicious.
They are? Oh, were you talking to the cookie?
The cookie? No comment.
New EL Fudge sandwich cookies from Keebler.
Welcome back to the Formula Ford Championship at CMH Sports. Now, here's one biggie for you. Next week, Sunday, we go Can-Am Racing for the annual Classic Motorsport Hub Masters Trophy. That's the 4th round in the Masters Trophy for 2022, the 1971 Can-Am Road Atlanta Grand Prix, live from Road Atlanta. There are in total, I think, almost 30 cars available. About I think 8 or 9 are currently taken. So head on to the forum at classicmotorsporthub.boards.net and sign up. Grab them while they're hot. These cars have 600 plus horsepower, 700 horsepower, and enough torque to twist the earth by themselves. And we're gonna go race with those for 75 laps at Road Atlanta on June 12th, 2022. So come join us. We'll be broadcast here as well, live on CMH Sports. Back to the action. We're waiting currently on the Heat 2 drivers to leave the server. I called on them to, leave the server about a minute ago, and they're all still there. So the Heat 1 grid is, as I already mentioned, let me just quickly, hold on. My game just froze. I cannot do the command. Anyway, yeah, the Heat 1 grid, okay, will be Cezariusz Czlapinski on pole, Owen Potter in 2nd, Chris Hood 3rd, Dimitri Shutrov in 4th, Matthew Sebagnoni in 5th. So, yes, that's the important bit. So let's just wait until my game unfreezes. That's good. Batch. I'm sorry, I'm having... There we go. All right. The 5 drivers are now ready to go. Okay. Apologies for the little delay there. I need to do double duty. I need to do, or actually triple duty. I need to drive in Heat 2 in the final. I need to do commentary, and I need to do admin duties. Okay, giving you a break. All right. Anyway, so the race is scheduled to start 8 minutes ago. That's great. They're always late for something. Anyway, but here we go. Czlapinski on pole. Potter second. Hood third. Shooter fourth. Cibagnoni fifth. Oh, here we go. One car is missing. That would be... Oh no, never mind. Owen's game. Potter's game crash. We're waiting for Owen to come back. Alright, stuff is getting interesting now. Anyway, yes, Owen Potter's game crashed, so apologies for that little delay. Meanwhile, well, why don't we have a look at the rest of the Formula Ford season? So the schedule tells us, and I'm telling you that now because these cars are incredibly fun to drive, but there's not a whole lot of, let's call it attendance. We race on Thursdays, okay? And as it is Thursday at this very moment, I think that should be quite obvious. So we are currently in the 6th of 13 races, and we're gonna visit tracks like Brands Hatch, Castlecombe, Silverstone, Thruxton, and Oulton Park on the rest of our journey. You can look at the CMH forum at the Formula Ford schedule for more information. And as I already said, there are more than 40 cars in the entire entry list, and there are still about 30 available. So that is an amazing number of cars. So imagine 40 cars at Cadwell Park. I mean, that would be absolute madness. Onto the race session we go. Let's hope everyone loads in fine. Czlapinski did, Potter did, Hood did, Shudrov is... We're waiting for him, and Cibagnoni as well. So the two on the back row, now Shudrov is on the grid, Cibagnoni... Well, I don't know what to tell you about that. It's just... It seems like Matthew Cibagnoni is currently having a little bit of a bathroom break. So when he's back, we're finally getting to go racing. Oh, there he is. Let's finally go. Onto the big screen we go. All right, the cars are lining up. And Matthew Cipagnoni as well. Let's go. Finally, 10 seconds until we're ready to go. Let's see, the lights, the starting bridge has lights and they're about to go on. 1 light, 2 light, 3, 4. Go! The race is underway. Very good start from Czlapinski, good start from Cipagnoni, not such a good start from Shuturov, but he admitted it himself, he's not there to win, he's there to score points. Turn 1, turn 2, let's have a look-see. I hope everyone gets through these very tricky turns. Czlapinski having a sideways moment already. Potter taking a very tight line. On board with Chris Hood. Down the back straight. Well, can't really call it a back straight, but you know what I'm talking about. He's in the slipstream of Owen Potter. Slowing down second gear for this corner. Still a very tight fight. Again, it's only lap 1. Owen Potter going through the chicane very quickly there. And braking, slowing down, takes a little bit of a wide line. Czlapinski, Potter, Hood. I was talking about Chris Hood the entire time. I'm sorry about that, Owen. Cipagnoni and Shuturov. That's the order on lap 1 of this 9-lap qualifier heat. Through the steep incline. Look at the elevation change. You don't see that nowadays on modern racetracks, do you? The twisty final bits. Again, excuse my lack of track knowledge. I don't actually know the names of these corners, and it looks like it's a very tight fight between Czlapinski and Potter. They are running away from the field. But, I mean, we mentioned that in the pre-event clip that Czlapinski is one of the favorites. And he's definitely proving it. Lap 1, 1 minute 38 for the lap time. And the rest of field, 147. Even Matthew Cipagnoni looks like he's spun. He's currently at the back of the field. That was a 157 for Matthew. Anyway, lap 2 of 9. Potter and Czlapinski almost back. I think Czlapinski just went a little bit wide, and Owen Potter copies that. Chris Hood is trying to keep track of them. And we got Shuturov 10 seconds back already, and Cipagnoni 20 seconds back. Doesn't look like they're gonna have much fun during this heat, but again, this heat doesn't pay the big bucks. It only qualifies you for the race that pays the big bucks. Now, Czlapinski is pulling a 1 second gap already. We're on board with Potter. And look at how the suspension works on these cars. They are getting absolutely hammered. There was a little bump there. These cars actually catch air while going over there. It's absolutely amazing. And we have a little bit of a timing issue at this very second. Chris Hood is being shown as the leader. Makes no sense to me, but the timing is correcting itself. Looks like, well, I don't know where Hood is. He has some issue. He might just have lost connection or something to that extent. So we can already count on Chris Hood being one of the non-finishers of this heat. Again, doesn't matter too much, and he has officially retired. Well, I guess that's just what happens. I'm sorry about that, Chris, but you will be starting from the back of the grid, unfortunately. So now, the one guy that's been following the lead battle is out of the race. Doesn't mean there's no lead battle. I mean, we've got Potter less than a second, or just over a second now behind Czlapinski. Looks to me like Czlapinski has a little bit of the upper hand in the twisty bits, and Potter's got a bit more straight line speed. You have to remember, these cars all sport the same engine. Ford 1.6 liter, I think, well, they're not overhead cam, they're actually pushrod engines. And as you can see, Czlapinski's pulling out 0.2 of a second in the twisty final sector of the circuit. 0.3 actually. almost half in, one might say. They all share the same kind of power plant, a spec-tuned 100 horsepower Kent engine. So the only differences are in chassis, and it looks like Shudrov is off. He has spun, but he's back on track. Unfortunately, he is in 4th and last place. He's got Matthew Sibagnoni for company, but and it looks like Czlapinski and Potter are now almost 2 seconds apart. The entry of this corner there, Czlapinski's taking it very sideways, but it looks like that's just his driving style. So we currently got, it looks like, the lead battle. It's just, this is just, you know, you'd think these cars with their spec engine and, a little bit of a white line from Potter, he's losing time to Czlapinski. He may be pushing too hard. But yeah, you'd think with the spec engine and the chassis being basically equal, they're not equal, but, you know, you can only do so much with a Formula 4 chassis. You'd think the competition would be close, but you see the two top drivers, Potter and Czlapinski, are battling it out for the lead, less than 2 seconds apart from each other, and then the next car is Dmitry Shudrov fighting Matthew Sibagnoni 45 seconds behind. And let's look at those, because they are neck and they're look at that, they're really close together. I think they may have touched once or twice. Oh, and Sibagnoni goes through. Oh yeah, I mean, look at that. This is someone needs to tell them that they're driving open-wheeled cars, because it looks like they've been banging doors or banging. Oh, so and there goes Shudrov and Sibagnoni as well. Oh, almost. Oh, they almost collected each other. I don't know what to say about that, but. Dmitry Shudrov might actually just be getting 3rd place in this heat, because it looks like Sibagnoni is good trouble. There he goes. I think he's back on track now. Okay. Now that being said, we are currently on lap 5, I think. Lap 5-9, Czlapinski is leading by 1.8 seconds over Potter, and Sibagnoni is 1 minute and 15 seconds behind. That's almost a full lap. Sibagnoni is just now finishing his lap, while these two are almost on his tailpipe. Now, that just being said, sorry about that, I just had a massive game issue. I didn't hear anything right now, that was strange. But yeah, they're now only 1.4 seconds apart, the two leaders. This is looking great for them, but it looks even greater for Czlapinski, who is, you know, the car in front. Because, as you might guess, if you're first across the line, you win the race. And also that means you have the fastest, you know, the fastest time across the line, which means you are gonna be starting on the front row. You're either on the inside or the outside pole position. Most likely. Potter takes a wide line there. I think he may be having some ping issues because his car is skewing around left and right. But we only got a few more laps to go. And with that being said, Owen is probably not pushing that hard right now. He is watching Cezariusz Czlapinski, trying to find out where he's slower, where he can... Oh, yeah, I mean... I mentioned ping issues earlier. He definitely has them, but that doesn't mean he can't drive by himself. It's just that we see him skewing around, going a little bit slew mode on us. But he's still only a second and a half behind the pole on pole. We are now on lap 7, so we got 3 laps to go. It looks like Owen's internet has... Wow, I mean... I'm sorry, I should be talking about the things that are happening on the track, but I have never seen someone have 1 millisecond of ping. I mean, it's like he's sitting next to the server PC. But 1.4 seconds now, and it looks like, oh, Matthew may have, no, he didn't, he hasn't spun again, but he's about to be, look at that, look at how, oh, and he goes off track. He is really pushing now. He's only 1 second now behind Czlapinski. I think Czlapinski just wants to grab this thing and take it home. Meanwhile, Potter is behind him, firing on all cylinders and then some. And they're about to lap Cibagnoni. Cibagnoni is now in the twisty bits. He's now in the penultimate corner as Czlapinski and Potter are getting into the twisty bit. Look at how Potter throws the car through the corners into the penultimate corner. 1.4 seconds. Oh, it just touched the wall a little bit on our screen. But these cars are lightweight, so they can probably take a punch. Penultimate lap now. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Czlapinski and Potter. And they are gonna lap Cibagnoni. They are gonna lap him. I mean, there he is. You can see him just on the top edge of your screen. And Czlapinski he's pulled out 2 seconds now over Owen Potter. So how they manage the traffic of that one car that they're gonna lap, it's gonna be crucial. It's gonna make or break Czlapinski's race, because he's either gonna get through cleanly and win this thing, or he's gonna catch him at a very unfortunate point in time and just gonna get held up, which allows Owen to probably get one final shot at it. And look, oh, he's going sideways. Oh, that cost him a bit of time, but he's back 1.3 seconds back on the tail of Czlapinski's car. Not too bad at all. I think the second sector is the one where Owen shines. Look how the camera just rumbles as they go into that final bit. And there's Cibagnoni. He's gonna get the blue flags now from the marshals. And oh! And Czlapinski has almost spun it. He's only 0.7 ahead of Owen Potter now. Potter is sensing the chance. Czlapinski goes wide. The final lap is gonna start now. They are on lap 9. They are on the final lap now. It's only 1 lap to go. And Potter is half a second behind Czlapinski as they are approaching Cibagnoni to lap. What's gonna happen now? Oh, Cibagnoni spin. Oh! And no. And he slides and he almost spins. Czlapinski and Potter back to back. They are only 1/10 of a second apart. Less than a car length. And Cibagnoni still hasn't let them through. Czlapinski is now diving down the inside. So is Owen. And Matthew Cibagnoni lets them by. He's getting lapped on the final lap. Let's see. Owen has 1 or 2 more chances to get the lead of this race. He's right on his tail. He's taking it. They touch! And they touch! And Czlapinski and Potter, they touch! And Czlapinski spins and hits Cibagnoni! Oh, disaster for Czlapinski. He has led every single lap. And Cibagnoni, I think he's lost the wheel. He's out of the race. On the final lap, retired because of a spin from Czlapinski. Very unfortunate. This is incredible. Owen Potter is now coming through. And I think Czlapinski may have just hit the wall. We can have a look at that in just a bit. Schuldorf definitely hit the wall. That's his nose cone. Czlapinski out of the race. Potter wins the first heat at Cadwell Park. The race is over. What's gonna happen now with Schuldorf? Schuldorf is gonna get second place. This is wow. Hold on. Ooh. Everything just unfolded. While Schuldorf is going around the track, maybe we can... No, we're not gonna have a replay. This already happened too far ago, but... What in the hell just happened? Wow. Yes, post-finish replay. We're gonna get one after Schuldorf is finished. We're gonna have a little bit of a... Well, or at least try. I don't know, but that was... I don't know what that just was. Potter and Czlapinski just going at it. Oh, shoot off! Careful! Careful, you're second! Buddy, you're second! Just get it home! Unbelievable. Here is where it happened. You can see the skid marks. Oh! Careful there. You can see the skid marks. And Czlapinski definitely saw just complete, he saw red mist there, and here's where he went off. You see the skid marks there. Went off, retired, and out of 5 cars that started the race, in the final lap, we lost 2 of them, and 2 laps in we lost the 3rd one, and it's incredible. Dmitry Shutrov, or I don't know how you pronounce it, it's Dmitry, there's the first I is like missing. He's coming home 2nd place. Unbelievable! 1 minute 44 behind. 1 minute 44 behind. So 13 minutes 54 for, wait, I'm gonna write that down. 13:54 396 for Potter. Shutrov second. 15:39 062. Czlapinski Sibagnoni. Wow, this is incredible. I'm completely lost for words. Okay, we just had a little bit of a replay. I need to, can we just quickly go back, because I completely missed that. So let's go on board with Matt. Yes, okay, let's go back a bit. Let's go back a bit and slow it down, because go back more. So we got Czlapinski now just spinning in this fight with Owen. They touched, and he collects Sibagnoni. Sibagnoni got nowhere to go. And yeah, what happened there, yeah, is... Wow. And then Czlapinski just goes in here way too hot, goes over the grass, and oh, yeah, I mean, that's just red mist. Wow. Highly unfortunate, and I'm pretty sure that the Polish driver is just completely, like, and here's Shutrov also almost losing the car, losing his nose cone, and unfortunately not getting lapped by Owen Potter, because that gave him the opportunity to finish second. Wow, it's incredible. Now with that being said, I'm gonna quickly reset the server, call upon Heat 2 drivers, and we'll quickly go for a quick commercial break. I need to process what just happened. The drivers probably need to process what just happened. So yeah, we'll be back after these few little nice clips. See you then.
It's a battle between 2 of the top teams in the American League as Minnesota takes on the New York Yankees, or the Los Angeles Dodgers meet St. Louis on ABC's Monday Night Baseball.
First time I saw him, he was a dirty-faced little kid wearing a baseball cap. I watched him play baseball in American Legion and all the way through high school. I called the front office and I said, this kid can really hit. Sign him. He's going to be an all-star. Kid's name was George Brett. I've just seen something else. And let me tell you, don't buy another car until you've seen the Sterling.
Hour hand, minute hand, second hand, sweet. Time is of the essence, gotta pick it up a beat. Because time is money and money is time. The one that does it faster is the one that we buy. High gear, full tilt, gotta get it done. Quick, bite fast food, eat it on the run. Rush job, turnaround, speed is now the key. Tell them that you want it ASAP. Get it in an instant, punch and run. Out by 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We live in an instant world. Why not make an instant fortune? Play Fortune Instant Lottery. You could win a quick million.
Good morning. Burger King presents Breakfast to Go. Yeah, to go. Crust sandwich. To go. French toast sticks. To go. Breakfast to go. Burger King, the best food for fast times.
Mike Jackson and Diane Burns tonight at 10.
Welcome back to welcome back to Cadwell Park. I'm still I'm still struggling to wow. Okay. Anyway, next up on June 16th, that is in 2 weeks' time, we go back to Thruxton for the second time in with these Formula Ford cars. As I said already, we go to Thruxton 3 times this year. This is the second race. The 4th round was Thruxton, won by Magyar János, who signed up for this race but hasn't shown up. Hey, Mr. János, if you're watching this, we're waiting for you. Yes, but live at Thruxton Circuit. Hopefully, our commentator Ben Singleton will be back for that one. June 16th. I already told you, these cars are hell of a lot of fun to drive, and they can really cause some messed up results. You just saw that right here. Back to the action. Heat 2 is about to start, and I can't promise you much commentary as I will be taking part in it. Now, need to get to the next session. Need to get to the next session again. All right. Again, 9 laps. And again, finishing position matters indirectly. What matters is the finishing time. All right. Are we missing anyone? No, we aren't. We are complete. Let's go. Khalil Sahin is on track. And looks like everyone's going to be on track soon. "20 seconds to go, 15 seconds until the start. Everyone is on track. We will be ready to go shortly. Let's see, 5 seconds. The lights will go on now. 1 light, 2, 3, 4. And the race is underway. Good start from David Sabre. Good start from Simone Gallardini and Juan Guerrero. Not such a good start from Khalil Sahin, but again, just like with Dmitry Shuturov, he's not here to win, he's here to finish. Turn 1 looks like David Sabre's got the lead. And Guerrero third. And I will now mute my microphone. I will concentrate on this race. Enjoy 9 laps of Formula Ford racing. Oh, and there was a collision. David Sabre ran into the back of Juan Guerrero. He's lost his nose cone. There was a bit of a mistake underbraking by David Sabre on lap 5 of 9 of the second qualifier heat at Cadwell Park. Okay, back into the Shadow Realm I go. We seem to have a little bit of a connection issue at the moment. You should join back as spectator, Mr. Director. Okay. So current session closed. As a fucking god. Okay, unmute again, I'll provide audio. So people just heard me drop an F-bomb. Well, unmute me. On the stream. So apologies for the language and the technical difficulties. I'm just gonna provide quick radio broadcast, so to speak. For some reason, our director cannot rejoin the server during the race, even as a spectator. Who knows why that is? But we are now on the final lap. Juan Guerrero is enjoying an 8-second lead. And Halil Sahin is going into the pits for some reason. 1 lap to go, and the closest fight currently is between myself and David Sabre. Less than a second between us, or just a second. as I must admit my car is not handling very well, but neither is David Sabre's car because he's actually missing his nose cone. He had a collision with Juan Guerrero a few laps ago. So now the field is quite spread out. It's fairly certain that Juan Guerrero will win this heat. And currently I am placed in second, so ahead of David Sabre. And fourth place is Simone Gallardini, a minute back, bit over a minute. Looks like Juan Guerrero is now in the final sector. He's about to win the race. He's about to win the second heat and probably even claim pole position for the final, since there wasn't any accidents involving him that led to some spins or whatever. It was just pure domination from Guerrero's point of view after he got passed. And Guerrero has crossed the start-finish line. He has won the second qualifier heat at Cadwell Park. The second place battle goes out less than half a second between Mikula and Sabre. Gallardini and Sahin are yet to finish. So the race is now over. The results are, let me quickly write them down. Heat 2 results. Guerrero, 13:54.000. So that means Guerrero grabs pole position by less than 0.4 of a second over Owen Potter over the entire qualifier heat. Second place is myself, 14:03.89. 14:04.156 goes to David Sabre. 15:09.274 goes to Simone Gallardini, and Halil Sahin, 14:22.669 plus 1 lap. So that means the final grid will be, let me just quickly check it. Okay, I need to check that. Okay, final grid. Guerrero. Oh, I made a typo, hold on. I missed a number. For that being said, we'll quickly reset the session, reset the weekend, so that we can get back some video. So and while we have these little technical issues, again, please excuse them and excuse my language. I mean, I don't know what to say. Anyway, yes, we'll be back after these few advertisements. Well.
Wow. All this work's making me really hungry.
McDonald's introduces Super Summer Sizes.
Laughs around the pool make me so thirsty.
Larger than large mega servings of icy Coca-Cola, golden fries, and thick milkshakes, but for a limited time only. So drive through today.
Serve it up summertime at McDonald's. Milk kick. America's favorite health kick milk.
Bill Cosby on Great Film Developing.
This is my dog. We lost Best of Show at a big dog show. It was a sad night. He was very upset. I took some pictures, remember? Huh? Well, now you don't think I'd take them just anywhere to be developed. Here, come on, look at them.
Ask for the Kodak Color Watch system. This Color Watch seal says only Kodak products are used for great developing.
He's still upset. I show him the pictures. He says, Arf, Color Watch, you're going to thank me for it.
This is the Cajun Spice Ruffles tater chip. Now, some people might think it's too hot. No, it's not too hot. It's spicy, yeah. Now it's hot, I'll guarantee.
Cajun Spice Ruffles brand potato chips.
Mama thinks it's special. How do I know? 'Cause my Skippy tells me so.
Of all the national brands, only Skippy has both high protein and less sugar.
Glad my mama put Skippy in our lunch.
Skippy for good nutrition.
It's a battle between two of the top teams in the American League as Minnesota takes on the New York Yankees. Or the Los Angeles Dodgers meet St. Louis on ABC's Monday Night Baseball.
First time I saw him, he was a dirty-faced little kid wearing a baseball cap. I watched him play baseball in American Legion and all the way through high school. I called the front office and I said, this kid can really hit. Sign him. He's going to be an all-star. Kid's name was George Brett. I've just seen something else. And let me tell you, don't buy another car until you've seen a Sterling.
Hour hand, minute hand, second hand, sweet. Time is of the essence, gotta pick it up a beat. Because time is money and money is time. The one that does it faster is the one that we buy. High gear, full tilt, gotta get it done. Quick, 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 bite that food, eat it on the run. Rush job, turn around, speed is now the key. Tell them that you want it ASAP. Get it in an instant, punch and run. Out by 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We live in an instant world. Why not make an instant fortune? Play Fortune Instant Lottery. You can win a quick million.
All right, welcome back to Cadwell Park. We're waiting for the final race to begin, but before we go, let's quickly have a little bit of a chat about DRM. And I'm not talking about digital rights management. The 1977 Deutsche Rennsportmeisterschaft at CMH using our very own Grand Touring Group 5 mod. We are about to head into our third race, the Nürburgring Eifelrennen. The second run had to be cancelled, unfortunately, which coincidentally also would have taken place on the old Nürburgring. Anyway, yeah, 7 laps around the Nordschleife in big Porsches or screaming BMWs, 500 horsepower, 600 horsepower, going 200 miles an hour down to Döttinger. I mean, who doesn't want that? June 19th, 2022 is when the race is scheduled to take place. Don't make us cancel. Please show up. These cars took a hell of a long time to develop. Excuse me. And it would be a great shame to see that just go down the drain. So anyway, that being said, back to the action at Cadwell Park. The grid, as we said already. Well, again, as I said, the race will be 16 laps. 16 laps, standing start. Basically the same thing as before. The grid has just been set. Again, the order of the order will be Juan Guerrero starting from pole position. Again, he beat Owen Potter over the whole 9 laps by 0.394 seconds. That is, well, I would say that's about half a car length, or a full car length. They were so basically, this is a race between Guerrero and Potter. If Czlapinski can get to the front, he's starting. I think he's starting 8th. Yeah, he's starting 8th. If he can get to the front, this is gonna be one interesting hell of a race. And may I just quickly plug to you our live racers, because we had connection issues in 2 of 3 races so far, in 2 sessions in a row. That being qualifying and the second heat. Please check out the live racers at classicmotorsporthub.liveracers.com. You can see live telemetry of this very session as it happens, because if there's any connection issue again, we can't rejoin, and it's kind of difficult for me to give you a radio broadcast while driving, Anyway, let's hope that doesn't happen. We're going into the race now. 45 seconds left. I wonder if my fuel is going to be enough. 16 laps, 2.5 liters of fuel per lap. And this is the big one. This one pays the points. I need to do calculus. Yes. Yeah, all right. Let's go. I'm just going all out. About to go, ready. Let's go. Next session. The grid is set. Cars are joining the starting grid. We'll see. Owen Potter is on the circuit. Yes, this is looking good. Everyone bar the leader is on the grid. No, the leader is on the grid as well. The pole position man, Juan Guerrero from Colombia. Beautiful race from him. The Lola with the number 5 on position 1. Let's go. The lights are on. Go! The race is underway. Great start from Guerrero. He's in the lead. Potter having some connection issues. Well, let's see, a fight for the lead. Oh, turn one's gonna get interesting. And the lead has changed. Oh, yay me. Looks like everyone got through turn 1 and 2 in one piece. Halil San is at the back of the grid. It's currently Mikula, Guerrero, Potter, Sabre, Sipagnoni, Hood, Gallardini, Czlapinski, side by side. Shutrov in 9th and Halil Sain in 10th. Again, we got 16 laps of action. So don't go away. Don't switch channels. We're gonna be here for a few minutes because this is gonna get very interesting. Owen Potter in 2nd place. He's having a look on the inside. And into the twisty bits we go for the first time. Guerrero is having a look. He's saying, hello, I'm here as well. And over the jump for the first time we go. And David Sabers, the infamous player 3. This is a three-way battle for second place at this very moment. And I think everyone is going through here somewhat in one piece, and everyone is gonna get into lap 2. Juan Guerrero is now in second place. This is looking good for him. I will now mute myself. Please enjoy the following action. And we had a quick change for the lead. Juan Guerrero, with a beautiful move around the outside of turn 2, takes the lead on lap 3. Oh, and it looks like Juan Guerrero just went off track. He hit a bump real bad and he just lost some time. And it also looks like the battle for third place got a little bit hot because Owen Potter, Czlapinski, and where's Owen Potter? He's still there. The timing is just glitched again. But Potter, Czlapinski, and Sabre, they are still wheel to wheel. And no, it looks like Czlapinski's off. Now, 4th place is Sabre, 3rd place is Potter, and 5th place is Matthew Sebagnoni. I don't know what happened to Cezariusz Czlapinski, but we can probably get a replay. You'll probably see it on your screen soon. If not, then not. But Cezariusz Czlapinski is now in 8th place. Only ahead of Halil Sahin and Dmitry Shudrov. Meanwhile, it looks like, Chris Hood and Matthew Sebagnoni are now fighting for 4th place. No, actually 5th place, I'm sorry. So it's only a two-way battle for 3rd place between Owen Potter and David Sabre. And Owen Potter has gone off in turn 2. David Sabre is now in 3rd place. Owen Potter has fallen back to 15 seconds behind the lead. And Owen Potter has gone into the pits. He is into pits. He's into the pits for some damage repair, or he probably just slid into it. Potter is back out of the pits. He's now in 8th place, just ahead of Halil Sahin. 3 laps to go. And we got our first retirement on lap 15 of 16, 2 laps to go. Halil Sain is out of the race. We're on the final lap now, and Juan Guerrero now comes across the line. I forgot to mention it. We're on the final lap. And what a fight, what a race. He's winning it. Less than a second between him and myself. I guess he got his redemption today. Juan Guerrero wins the final heat at Cadwell Park. Well done. Wow. What a race. He's winning it, and looks like David Sabre is gonna come home third Here he comes. 3rd place for him. And Owen Potter will be waved off in 7th place. Now we're just waiting. Simone Gallardini just got waved off. Now we're just waiting for Czlapinski, Cezariusz Czlapinski, who has actually spun on the final lap. So there's 3 cars still running. That's Dimitri Shutrov, Chris Hood, and Cezariusz Czlapinski. Czlapinski is, well, Shutrov is gonna get to the finish line first. He's getting waved off right now. And Czlapinski's waved off, and Chris Hood will be finishing this race in 5th place. And everyone is now finished. Everyone got classified, including Halil Sahin, who actually failed to finish the race. We saw his accident on the replay. I saw it in the corner of my eye. And wow, let's see. Maybe we can get some post-race interviews from Juan. Wow, I need to catch my breath. You probably saw it. I could have had him. But, wow. Could have had him. So we're looking at some interviews. Owen Potter definitely. Juan Guerrero is coming in as well. So we got Juan Guerrero now in the voice chat. Let's see if Owen wants to join us as well. Redemption Day, buddy, isn't it?
Redemption, yeah.
I wasn't expecting to be that close to you during the final race. What happened there? Did you over? No, you didn't overfuel because you ran out on the cooldown lap. But
Oh yeah, literally as I crossed the line, I had 0.3 left. I was fluttering around.
But talk me through it. The preparation, the entire. Well, I'm not gonna call it a race weekend because we're still in the middle of the week, but the preparation. I don't remember when you actually asked for the car, but you didn't have that much time compared to. Let me check. You asked for the car. When did I post the thread? That was on the 22nd. You asked. You asked for it on the 2nd page even. So you didn't. You had very little time actually. You asked for it. You asked for it yesterday, not even a day ago. So
yeah, it
within
was
within a day. How did you get that thing up to speed like that? Tell me your secrets.
this is gonna sound weird, but
you didn't do
when
any
I
setup
started
work, did you?
driving the car yesterday evening after like requesting it, because I didn't want to come here like unprepared, because I don't know Caldwell or Caldwell, however it's called. Then I figured out that it was very go-kart-esque. This is gonna sound very cliche, but like the key was just not to, well, use the brakes as little as possible, if anything. So I just started sending it everywhere, and it somehow stuck. So I just kept doing that, and eventually I got up to speed. But I am surprised as well I managed to get this much speed out of it so soon. I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, wow. I mean, you did like during the race. I mean, I got speed out of my car during the race that I didn't know was possible. I mean, I don't think I got the fastest lap of the race, but I did a 130, like a low 130, same as you, like almost into the 120. How, Elmo? How? You know? Oh, we're getting really populated in this voice chat now. So we got so just to get some order in the court. So we got Juan Guerrero currently in, and hold on. Okay, And next I'll talk with Owen and then Dimitri. And Simone Gallardini is going to join us as well. So, there we go. Anyway, yeah, Juan. Within a day, you got that thing up to speed to the extent that you won your qualifier and you won the final heat. I mean, that's 20 points on your points tally for this championship. I mean, congratulations.
It's still unbelievable.
Yeah.
Honestly, that last few laps, I don't know why I started slowing down. I wasn't fuel saving at all. I didn't realize I was running out of fuel until I crossed the line. Actually, I don't know if my tires overheated or something like that. I was just sending it all the way through. I guess you must have found something else because I was like 100% all the way.
I don't know. I mean, I was following your lines. Like I was behind you. I was following your lines. I got some slipstream from you. What I noticed was that in the second sector up to the uphill chicane, that's when in the braking zone for that uphill chicane, I think I sent it way harder than you, which you probably don't think is possible, but every lap I got about almost half a second out of you in that bit. The problem is you pulled away from me in the twisty bits because for some reason, like, I don't know if you had shorter gears than me, but if I went up that hill in second gear, you were just gone.
Oh yeah, I definitely ran shorter gearing. Yeah.
I mean, some laps when I was right behind you, or like when I could smell your exhaust, I just pushed it into first and just went like, all right, thank you very much. You were still gone, but I got at least a bit of a chance. So yeah. Anyway, whew. I don't know what to say about that. Anyway, yeah, Juan Guerrero, you're winner of the Cadwell Park Formula 4 round. That's 20 points towards you. That would put you slap bang into the top 8, I think. Yeah. So yeah, congratulations and enjoy your evening. Well,
thank you very much.
Yeah, I think I'll get my revenge at Road Atlanta. All right, next up, Owen Potter. You were up there in the fight up until you weren't. Same deal as with Juan. Just talk us through it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was going well in the finals. Was trying to stay with you lot, and I was just pushing too hard to try and keep the gap to David and yourselves. Trying to stay there, and I just going through turn 2, kept my foot in, spun round, and hit some tyres, and it bent the rear suspension. Pitted up, it would fix, but that didn't do anything other than put a load of fuel in my car and new tyres. So I just crawled round to 7th.
Ah, okay.
Crabbing like hell.
So I saw some of those. I saw some of those tire marks, and yeah, okay. I thought it was either you or Cezariusz because I noticed that. Yeah, I think we just had another connection issue. I think with Paimon. Yes, we had. Yes. Oh well, whatever. Probably wasn't important what you said anyway. Nah, just kidding. Nah, but yeah, 7th place. It's better than a DNF. I think Halil Sahin can tell you all about it because he's the only driver who actually didn't finish the final. But yeah, you'll be back at Thruxton when we get in 2 weeks' time, and I'm pretty sure you'll. What?
Another Thruxton. We did Thruxton a few weeks ago.
Yes, I know. We're going to Thruxton 3 times in total.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, maybe redeem myself or throw away in the final.
I mean, yeah, Thruxton. Next in 2 weeks' time, we're going to Thruxton, and then the final of the championship, like the final race, is also at Thruxton. So, yeah, I mean, I already said it earlier. Magyar János, who won at Thruxton, who won the final at Thruxton, he's probably best prepared for the Thruxton races, but he's kind of lacking behind in points. But anyway, yeah, that's that. Owen, thank you very much. I hope to see you at Road Atlanta as well next week Sunday, and possibly even in 2 weeks Sunday at the Nürburgring. Thank you very much, and enjoy your evening, mate.
No, thank you. I'll see what my schedule is, and I might be able to do the Can-Am race. All right, see you later.
All right.
Got to and do something else. All right.
Right.
Good night. Bye.
Thank you very much. All right, Dmitry. Let's
Hey
see.
there, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great.
So, I don't even know where you finished.
I finished ninth. At least I'm not last, as I like to say.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, well,
you know,
you tell
when I'm driving
me
it-
through it as tell me through it as well. Sorry, tell me through it as well because you went in with the approach of, look, I just want to get the car home.
well, yeah, but I screwed up totally in first lap at the last corner. I just went into the bushes all the way in, and I barely managed to crawl my way out.
Okay.
It was awful. I didn't even make that stuff when I was practicing or qualifying. It was my first adventure in the bushes that deep, you know. And when you are driving, you know, it feels like, yo, I'm the last one. It feels really bad to finish the last one. But Khalil was driving not that bad, actually. The guy that was going the ninth place most of the race. He killed his car 2 laps
Yeah, we
before the finish.
Yes, we saw. No, well, not, well, it wasn't quite 2 laps before the finish, but yes, we saw it on the replay. I think I saw just in the corner of my eye. I think he went and basically did he did a little air show for everyone to see, and then his car wouldn't go, understandably. But
And you know, he
yeah,
screwed up also several times during the other part of the race before that. And you know, I felt like, well, I don't want to finish last, but when I passed him and he, well, teleported into the pits, I felt bad for this guy. I hope that he will finish after all. But I'm not the last. It was not really eventful like the first heat of ours.
yeah,
That was a fun one.
the first one,
you enjoyed it a lot.
the first heat was definitely. I mean, it took me a few minutes to process what happened there. So it was almost that was traumatizing. But yeah, Dmitry, thank you very much.
And thank you,
yes,
Pascal,
I hope you.
and I want to thank you and Matt for organizing all of that. This is a beautiful experience, even if I barely know how to drive, it's still very fun to participate, and I want to thank both of you and all our guys a lot.
Thank you very much. That means a lot. And as I said, I hope you enjoyed the race, and
oh yes, I
who
did.
knows? Hopefully we'll see you soon as well at maybe at Road Atlanta.
I
Maybe
will try my hardest to join all of ours again.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Thank you very much, and enjoy your evening. And I think it's almost midnight over in Russia, isn't it?
It's 10 o'clock. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, and now finally we got Simone Gallardini, who finished in 8th place, I think.
Hello there, Pascal. Yeah.
Hello, Simone.
V8.
So how did your race go? I don't think I've seen a whole lot of you on the stream or on the replay. So tell me about your race.
It was quite an easy deal this evening. First race for me with Formula Ford in this case. In the second heat for odd numbers, I think. I had a decent start, and I managed to stay in 4th place for the majority of the heat, trying to contain all the attacks of Halil. Then before of the chicane that bring to the jump, he tried to pass me, and we had a little touch. I was sent into the grass, so that was quite a tough moment, but I didn't give up in that situation, and then it's fun that I got finished at P4. So I started P5 in the final race. I had a decent start, but I knew that I did not have the pace generally because of a lack of speed on the straights, and generally I felt quite a poor handling than in practice. It was a bit of a struggle and also a bit of inexperience, but I felt like I was pretty much on the limit with all the racing gear that I have that also with on-off pedals. But generally was a quite calm race. I was a bit alone, apart from the moment that the guy who was behind me with the red car, Dimitri, spun off at the end of lap 1, so there was a lot less pressure than at the end of lap 1 for the rest of the whole race. Then I had a bit of a battle or close racing with Owen when he spun off, but then I did some mistakes too that I had to save it too many times. I also did a little mistake in turn 2 that I went very wide on the grass, but I always managed to don't make any kind of damage. But bit of a shame because it could have been a P7 in the end, and I was very close with Owen, and with a cleaner race, it was a clean deal for the whole run, but maybe with a cleaner deal I could have done a P7, but generally it was quite fun. It was quite safe as a race finally, and so it was pretty interesting, and I really like this car, and I hope to be also in the next rounds too, because so I had very much fun. And I hope
you're talking about the next round. I was just gonna say, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but man, you're talking like a river. It just never stops. Don't take that personally.
No, it was.
Yes, compared to Thruxton, Cadwell Park is really just a hard track to learn if you're driving these cars for the first time. So I completely understand that you had a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, actually, it was my very first race at Cadwell Park. Very first race.
Well, I think almost everyone I think had their very first experience of driving at Cadwell Park tonight. I think the only other person I might have had some experience before might have been Owen Potter, but I mean even Juan said I think Juan said it was his first race at Cadwell Park. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, but yeah. I think everyone had their first experience of Cadwell Park, and with these cars, they don't have a lot of power, but still, this track is very tight. Doesn't have a lot of runoff, so you can't make many mistakes. So
also, the handling is fundamental. The handling is fundamental, man. In the corners, in the first corner, I was losing too much. Also, I have to apologize with David because I almost caught out him of the race because after the long straight he was lapping me. I tried to brake earlier, but suddenly the car got loose on the rear end, and I spun in front of him. I think that I damaged his nose, but luckily he managed to continue and finish P3. But so after the end of the race, I said sorry to him because I wanted to let him by, but I complicated the life of him and mine too also. So was pretty upset for that. Cadwell Park also, as you say, the first time that many of us have raced there for the first time. Actually, I saw the track for the first time yesterday afternoon, so it was quite an interesting challenge, and I hope maybe to make some more practice in the future also.
Well, fortunately for those that aren't quite sold on Cadwell Park, we won't be returning to this track for the rest of the Formula 4 Championship, and actually for the rest of the entire CMH season. So that's that. This, and as you said already, this is a very difficult track. Again, next week, not next week. In 2 weeks' time, we'll be at Thruxton. Much easier. It's a much faster and a much easier track. So, and with a lot of runoff, I would call it. So, this definitely is Thruxton is definitely a more newbie-friendly track. Let's call it that. But yeah, Simone, thank you very much for your recount of the race. I really appreciate everyone who came in for the interviews, and as I said, Hope to see you next week, Sunday, for the Can-Am race. Actually, let's quickly go through the next 3 events happening at CMH. You will be able to see them on your screen right now. Again, next week, Sunday, on June 12th, is the 1971 Can-Am Road Atlanta Grand Prix from Road Atlanta in, well, Atlanta. I think it's in Georgia. It's in the USA. So 700 horsepower, 4 gears, and a crap ton of torque. If that sounds interesting to you, and if you look at that picture, that is a beautiful McLaren. Those cars are also still available. So head on to the forum and join now if you are if you're interested in laying down rubber at 300 kilometers an hour. After that, we go back to Formula Ford with the Thruxton race. Let's see when it comes up. The 7th round at Thruxton on June 16th. That is in exactly 2 weeks. As we already said, Thruxton, a much more friendly circuit to new drivers, inexperienced drivers in Formula Ford. And finally, in 2 weeks, Sunday, the 3rd race of the 1977 DRM Championship using the CMH in-house built Grand Touring Group 5 mod, the Nürburgring Eifelrennen from the Nürburgring in Germany. June 19th, we'll have quite a few Division 1 cars, Porsches and the such, and Division 2 cars such as BMW 2002s and Ford Escorts. So this is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a combined field as well. So yes, that's the Nürburgring Eifelrennen. Hope to see people join because we really, really, really don't want to have to cancel that one as well. So with that being said, thank you very much again for tuning in. So yeah, let's have a quick recap of what happened today. Juan Guerrero is our winner, grabbing 20 points from Cadwell Park. So if he, should he decide to join races in the future in Formula Ford, he definitely has a very strong base to potentially even base a championship run on, even though he's a few rounds late. But who knows what's going to happen? Anyway, this was a very interesting race, and I'm very happy to have been able to commentate on it, even while driving. So now, since we're done here, this is Pascal Mikula, Evgeny Sidorenko, Juan Guerrero, Dmitry Shutarov, and Simone Gallardini from the commentary booth saying so long and see you next week Sunday for the Can-Am race. Goodbye.